The appeal of clicker games is something that is mildly fascinating to me, at least interesting enough to make a video on. In today's video, I say we dive just into that. Is what I would say, except we would be going much deeper, friends, into the fertility that is our modern society, and perhaps a solution to it all. Today, banana. I just saw a YouTube short that says this game, which, and I cannot stress this enough, you only click a banana, has more concurrent players than both GTA 5 and Call of Duty. So clearly something is appealing here, but then what is it? Your life is probably boring. At least mine usually is. Endless days stuck at work, God forbid that work is in an office, clicking away. Click, click, click. You think to yourself, does it always have to be like this? Is it always going to be like this? You remember looking up at the stars as a child. Endless. You could explore up there for the rest of your long life. You'd not even come close to seeing it all. But you preferred it that way, because you never knew what was around the corner. A new, exciting adventure was always on the horizon, waiting for you to take the reins and explore. But now, in your mid-30s, your arms are tired. And even if you could hold those reins, even if your arms had any muscles left, there's nothing to see, nothing to explore. You know how today will go, and then tomorrow, and the day after that, and after that, and after that. Monotony can be a good thing. It can get you in a rhythm, a schedule, that can help you from going crazy with the, craziness that life can be, had you chosen different. But in that comfort, under that security blanket, something is lost. When you know everything your life will bring, nothing is exciting. But even more so, on a brain chemical level, you lack the dopamine hits that you desperately need. You start to look towards easy things. Sex, alcohol, social media, maybe even drugs. If you're extra sadistic, perhaps even becoming a YouTuber, you need something that you don't know, something new. Sure, you've been drunk before, but this time could be different, and that possibility excites you, even if you'll probably end up throwing up in the toilet at the end anyway. Perhaps this time you'll boot and rally just to spice things up a bit and keep the party going. It's new, but it's hollow. You're still just going through the motions, following the same patterns, as you've already played darts and pool twice this week. It can be fun, sure, but you'll never feel as fulfilled as you thought you would when you were a child. You won't be exploring the stars. And yet, even you yourself now know that exploring the stars was never your dream. I mean, maybe it actually was. But rather was an abstract goal of having a new adventure every day, and living your life with a purpose you never truly understood. A purpose that you now understand, but seems unattainable. And then something bizarre happens. You're on Steam browsing horror games to make your next video on. Yeah, did I mention you're on a mildly successful YouTube channel in this scenario? And you come across it's a banana. Curious, you go to check it out, just see it's one of those clicker games, where you literally just click things over and over. It sounds just like your job, your boring life, and yet it's labeled as a horror game. Sure, there must be something more to this game, right? Whether there is or not doesn't really matter, because there's always the possibility that there could be more to it, even if the developer had that come with the millionth click. If you're dedicated enough, put in enough hours, then perhaps, just maybe, you'll be able to reach that next level, that new adventure hiding deep, deep beneath the surface. And if that's not a brilliant allegory for the common workplace environment, then honestly, I'm not really sure what would be. Okay, there's always the possibility that people are just in it for the memes. I mean, it is pretty funny as a concept. It also is a free game, so it's not like they're spending money on it or anything. However, when you're alone, not meaning to post a review that says you have 100+ hours in the game. I mean, when you're an average gamer, just playing the game as God intended and just clicking away, I don't think it's about the memes at that point. Surely not enough to pass GTA 5 and COD. No, friends, I think it's much deeper and subconscious than that. You were waiting for that jump scare, then it's sudden entire change in the gameplay and concept. Just as you do with your own life. Even if there's nothing there. Nothing at all. There's a ton of media out there that tells us to live with purpose. Someone like Walden is perhaps the most classic example, but I don't really want to talk about that today. Especially since I plan on doing so when I finally talk about Pixar's best film, WALL-E. No, instead, I want to talk about Time. A time travel movie that has a truly profound message. To spoil the ending here, skip forward to this timestamp to avoid that. The main character has the ability to, well, time travel. And with this, he eventually learns from his father, who can also time travel, that he should relive each day once, just to soak in and fully appreciate all the little moments. Eventually, after doing this religiously for a while, he learns to just live with intention the first time around, and no longer has a need to go back in time, rewind, and restart his day. Very beautiful film. I highly recommend it. Definitely up there with my favorite time travel stories. I think that's the message of this video. Stop looking for that hidden meaning, that sudden change in everything, that horror tag on the banana clicker game, and just play the game with intention. When you get a strawberry iced matcha with an almond croissant in Chicago, take a moment to appreciate the aroma it gives off, the coolness it gives to your hand, before you just pound it down for that caffeine boost. You can be hungry, sure, but take a moment to appreciate the taste and texture of your food, even if it's just an impossible chicken patty you've had 3 nights in a row now. Noticing and appreciating those little things aren't everything life has to give, but the world likes to communicate through the little stuff, the simple clicking of a banana. And friends, I implore you to listen. And, as always, thank you for watching. Click.